How to think about market volatility. When the market is volatile, it's natural to want to act on emotions. Make sure the decisions that you're feeling are rational and well informed as possible. When the markets are volatile, some investors they get nervous. Some want out, others rush to buy the dip. Whatever you're feeling about the volatility, make sure you're making well-informed, fundamentally sound and supportive decisions based off your goals. Normalize the pain. This hurt. Seeing our account balances, the numbers in our ledgers, and the lines on the chart swinging ups and down is an uncomfortable feeling. Let's acknowledge that. It's normal to not like that. No one like it. Not even those investors who claim to have high risk tolerance will find time like this to be without worry. It's one thing to say you don't mind a bumpy road. It's another to be bouncing around in your seat. It's okay to not like what we're going through. So ask yourself, why? What worry you? What are your specific concerns and fears about this volatility? Without passing judgment on yourself, take a moment to articulate why volatility is so uncomfortable for you. Are you worried about your discretionary spending, your retirement, your legacy, or your multi-generational wealth? Do you fear losing control? For how long? To what end? And with what impact? Be specific. Naming our concern, saying it out loud can be a big step towards addressing it and taking away some of the power it holds over our rational thinking. You have to embrace antness, perception, and our advice. This is a part of the process. Market swings are a normal part of the wealth building process, a painful but normal one. More importantly, volatility is a part of the process for which we plan. You can see how these swings have occurred regularly over the last 40 years. I got the chart pulled up. Despite such swings, markets and investments have gone up over that time with significant wealth generation along the way. It never been an easy, smooth ride upward. It always been bumpy. We might think of volatility as the price of admission for the ride that otherwise rewarded us very well. So, my advice, check your buckets. Mental accountability. Mental accounting is the process by which we value money differently, depending upon the source or use of that money. This might not be entirely rational, but it's quite useful, especially when embracing a goal-based wealth strategy. It allows us to make decisions in one mental account: philanthropy, entrepreneurship, risk-taking, without worrying that it will impact the account or bucket where we keep safe the resources that ensure security for our family for decades to come. Unfortunately, during times of increased volatility, all of our mental accounts can blur together and it can feel like a risk that only affect one account. Our short-term balances, for instance, is affecting all of them, but it's not. There is definitely more turbulent, but how much of your wealth strategy is dependent upon the next year? Do you think the markets will be higher in 10 years than it is today? Question mark. If so, then let's separate the wealth accounts that are 10 years out from our decisions based on PUM today. Volatility risk is mostly about investments tied to the near term. So let's limit our emotions, reactions, and decisions to investment goals in that near term too. So you got to sell past your present bias. The raw emotions of the present are much more tangible and powerful than the distant emotions of an uncertain future. We are more likely to take action that hurt our future if it feels good right now. In times of volatility, we might do something to reduce the anxiety of the moment, even if it harms our long-term outcomes. We might also rush to invest more if we think we are being opportunists and, buy the dip without studying the fundamentals. These can danger the present bias. So imagine if we was on a ship in rough waters. If we stare at it at the hull as the waves crash into it, we'll get seasick. But if we lift our eyes to the focus of the horizon, we'll stay calm, our stomach, and we'll be more likely to reach our destination. We should similarly shift our gaze during volatility. Don't just think about the next 6 months or a year. Think about the next 6 years, decade, and beyond. As our investment horizon expands, vitality strength. How will your decision now impact those goals? That's what really matters more than the rough waters of the moment. The cost of avoiding loss. We are more motivated to avoid loss than to pursue gain. We express loss aversion when we say things like, I don't want to risk my money, or I'm worried about getting wiped out. We do something with our money simply because we're afraid of losing it. When we pull our money from long-term investment, we may treat that fear of immediate loss, but we lose something else. We lose ground in the pursuit of our financial goals. We lose future lifestyle spending, lose wealth to pass on to the next generation, or lose resources to donate dear to us. There is a trade-off in every decision. If we have developed a plan to help reach particular long-term goals, a child wedding, a safari, home renovation, retirement, not using all of our resources to pursue those goals creates the potential for a loss. These long-term losses aren't just numbers. They are flower arrangements, extra days in Africa, or a pool for the grandkids. They are the details of our dreams. So always remember, you are in control. When things are volatile and uncertain in the markets, in politics, in our family, in personal lives, it feels like we have lost control. The need for control is powerful. We often take action just to feel like we are in control. We do something just so that we can do something. It's natural, and financial action can have noticeable, measurable outcomes unlike those in politics or in family. Unfortunately, doing something just to do something can have consequences for our long-term goals. It may feel like we are taking control, but when we fail to maximize our resources or undermine our wealth strategy, we are actually giving up control. Using money wisely is the best way to control our financial future. That is why we build financial plans and wealth strategies in the first place. Using money wisely is the best way to control our financial future. That is why we build financial plans and wealth strategies in the first place. And the wealth strategy you have built has been structured to anticipate volatility. We have seen the charts. You are in a better position to handle this moment than most because you have done the smart, competent, and powerful work of building an informed and thoughtful wealth strategy. You are in control. It's time to show it by making sound decisions with advice tied to your intentions and your goals. Connect with Marquin Alberti if you need a wealth advisor.